Well, tonight there are new developments in the Caribbean Carnival costume controversy we first brought you a couple of days ago. Not only did the band behind the backlash post an explanation on Facebook, but now a First Nation leader is calling for the Indigenous-themed headdresses to be pulled from the parade.
You see people just wearing them as a costume, right? Because it's not a costume. It's very, very traditional, very cultural, and it holds a lot of meaning. It's very symbolic.
For the first time since our story aired on Tuesday, we are hearing from the band behind the controversy. Despite our many attempts to contact Carnival Nations over accusations of misappropriating Indigenous culture, the only response we got was a public post on Facebook. These sections were intended to be used in the Toronto Caribbean Carnival Parade as a platform to pay homage to Canada's First Nations people. Carnival Nations had a long and meaningful discussion with Sue Ann from the Chippewas of Rama First Nation weeks prior to the launch. It went on to say, "We left this powerful meeting inspired, and the pieces produced for the sections were products of this positive interaction." And then attached to that explanation were 3 pictures showing the meetup along with the woman's status card, which was the immediate target of online backlash. "You took a picture of her FN status card to prove what exactly?" Kimberly Phillip wrote. And this is where the debate continued. Ed Hawk said, "Some of my family roots are from Indigenous people of the West Indies. Some of the carnival costumes remind them of their native ancestors." Well, Yvonne Rowley said these headpieces have been around long before now by different mass bands. Guess someone needed to be a scapegoat.
When I first saw the photo, I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
Deputy Grand Chief Denise Stonefish, who sits on the First Nations Women's Council, is appalled by the so-called costumes that are supposed to premiere at the big carnival parade in August. She says there should have been more consultation with the Indigenous community.
I think they would have got a different perspective on, understanding of where they're coming from.
While colorful headpieces have always been a staple of the Caribbean celebration, Chief Stonefish is calling for the Indigenous headdresses to be pulled from the parade.
I completely understand that. I've got nothing against that. The only piece that I have is the utilization of the headdress that signifies who we are in Canada.
Now, we have received a massive response to this on Facebook with thousands of shares, thousands of comments, reaching more than 1 million people. If you would like to join this conversation, you can do so on our Facebook page, City News Toronto.